You sat alone with quiet grace and never held in soft embrace. I memorized the way you read, the way your lips would move in sleep. You never loved to cross the room, but I lit candles in your gloom. In silence I became your sky. You never asked me why. I built a world inside my mind, where we were real, that love was kind. But words were bridges I feared to cross, so I stayed quiet, fearing loss. Few glances stolen, thoughts unspoken, hearts untouched but still so broken. You never guessed, you never knew that every day I chose just you, a secret love could never do. You told a joke your friends would laugh. I caught the echo, felt the draft. I sketched your smile in notebooks worn, where daydreams lived and fears were born. Your life, I watched from shadows hit the stride, and when you cried that one spring day, I almost reached but turned away. It wasn't fate, it wasn't chance, it was just love without a dance. No story written in the stars, just silent friends behind closed bars. I loved you in 1,000 ways, with every song the radio plays, with everything just side by side, with every high I let slide. You never asked, you never guessed that in my chest you built a nest, a secret I could never do. I loved you, but you never know. Maybe that's the a chair you never sat in twice, a room that still hums your voice at night. The windows fall, the mirrors clear, but all of you still feel so near. I don't rewind, I don't replay, but you return in quiet ways. A scent, a sound, a shape in glass, a love that didn't need to last. You never said goodbye with words, but silence sang what I had heard. You are my half-light memory, a ghost of love that set me free. Not a wound, not a chain, but something soft that still remains. You didn't stay, but you didn't go. You linger in the undertow of every song, of every sigh. You are my never wife. Some loves burn and break and scream, but ours was slow, more like a dream. We didn't crash, we didn't fade, we just became a quiet shade. You held me close, then let me drift. No hard goodbye, just gentle shift. And now you live behind my eyes, a steady ache I don't despise. You said not all love needs to last, but somehow live the past. You are my half-light memory, a whisper stitched in every key. Not a fire, not a fight, just the warmth before the night. You didn't stay, but you didn't go. You breathed beneath my ebb and flow. You hugged me soft, and that's enough. You were the kindest kind of love. Sometimes I still turn to speak, then I remember you're in the spaces I keep. No photograph, no final page, just echoes at the edge of age. And every time I close the door, I swear I hear your steps once more. You are my half-light memory, a song that never needed me to write it down or hold it tight. It lives in air and sound and light. You didn't stay, but you never left. You just became the gentle breath between the silence and the start. You are the memory in my heart. Still here, in half-light, still mine, in memory. In the stillness where the night begins, two hearts tangled in the wind. pictures on the screen. Your shadows are where my life has been. You spoke in sparks, not in flame. A subtle glow I couldn't name. I stayed up late just to rewind a moment that we left behind. The night remembers more than me and plays your face in memory. Moonlit static, soft and wide. Your voice still hums beneath the tide of old cassette and radio tone. You left me here but not alone. You're in the stars I call my own. Your coat still hangs behind my door. It sways like you, then says no more. I trace the color, hear your laugh, fading like the phonograph. I tune the sky and try to find the frequency you left behind. Moonlit static, soft and wide. Your voice still hums beneath the tide of old cassette and a radio tone. You left me here but not alone. You're in the stars I call my own. Some hearts don't break, they just replay until the night turns into day. Still staying. Moonlit static, slow and clear. You're the sound I hold most dear. Though silence grows with every hour, you echo soft like lunar power and bloom within my quiet flower. And bloom within my quiet flower.
We never spoke the truth out loud. We let it live between. And stolen glances, fragile smiles, and what might have been. The night was kind, it understood what we wouldn't say. Some feelings grow in silence and choose to stay. I don't blame the words we lost. just feels right. I don't wish the past returned, or ask for more. I just keep on letting most good call. This was when love stayed quiet, not weak, not small, just strong enough to hold us without a fall. Even when the world grew loud and time flew by, part of me still knows the sun, and love stayed quiet. Maybe love is not that fire that lights the sky. Maybe it's the steady flame that never cries. If I ever doubt what love can be or how it grew, I'll remember how it felt standing next to you. This was when love stayed quiet, clear and true. Every unspoken word still led to you. Even as our lives moved on and days beyond, I still hear the echo in my heart. When love stayed quiet, when all the noise is falling still and the stars align. We didn't know we were meant for memories. We were just living day by day. Every small touch felt so easy, like love was meant to stay. Laughing in the quiet moments, talking until the night was gone. We thought the world would always wait while we were holding on. We never asked for more than this, just hearts that knew where home was. That was the way our love was, soft as the evening light. That was the way our love was, slow, but it felt so right. Every promise felt unspoken, every dream was something real. Nothing broken, nothing lost. That was the way our love was. every good